wanted a relationship, you sicko. We had gotten robbed. Literally banging on the door to let her in.
All right, we are here with Spencer.
Hi, everyone.
Spencer, here on Allegedly Speaking, we like to start with an unpopular opinion or a hot take. Do you have one?
Yes, I do, but unfortunately, all of my opinions are popular or should be. So I'm going to say that my popular opinion that should be popular with everyone is that UFOs or UAPs are real. They're among us, and we have nothing to fear with aliens or ETs. What we should fear is the human race and man-made UAPs.
Boom.
I've talked about this with my family. Have you ever felt like you've been abducted before?
I have a full... Actually, you want to hear something
No,
crazy?
you guys.
I have to get this off my chest. I have to. I don't know if I don't think I've been abducted. I once had like a crazy dream where I thought I was, but I have 100% on my life seen a UFO. Okay. I don't know if it was like a real UFO or a man-made one, but when I was younger, there's like a reservoir in my town in New Jersey, and it's like third in the nation for like UFO sightings. Yeah. And I was like jogging because I used to like run at night. I didn't run during the day because I don't want to have people see me run. I'd rather run when no one's outside.
It's terrifying.
Mm-hmm. So I'm running and I heard someone call my name. And at the time I like was blowing up on TikTok. So I was like, ooh,
who is it?
I take out my AirPod and there's like nobody behind me. And I was like, wait, I don't like this. Oh. So then I keep running, but I have like the music paused and I hear like someone running behind me. I genuinely was like, oh, I'm getting kidnapped.
Yeah.
I stop and I turn around. I'm literally dead center in front of the reservoir and I see these lights in a triangular formation going like boom, boom, boom. I sprinted home. I then watched a documentary 2 days ago with Dr. Greer and his entire like UAP conference. And he was talking about like all these sites and he has like this map of them, literally smack dab right next to my town. There is a site and I'm not joking. I know what I saw. Anyways, hey guys.
And there's like at one point too, and you're like, I swear on my life, I'm like, he's speaking to them. He is a
Wait,
friend.
that's them. They're connecting to you.
Yeah. They walk among us. That's like my, like the conspiracy theory is like, oh, people like aliens are here. They walk among us. Like,
oh, absolutely.
There was just that story. I don't know where it was, but like there people like saw something land in their backyard and they saw.
Wasn't it in Arizona or Colorado?
Behind the tractor, that video, did you see that?
Yes.
No. Where they were like big, huge,
Mm-hmm. And they were like saying, they called the cops and the cops' body cam footage was like, if it comes back, don't call us. And then people are like, what?
Yeah.
Who are we going to call?
My only thing is like, I'm not scared of like extraterrestrials because in my head, I'm like, look, if they traveled light years to get here, then they definitely have the technology to kill all of us. And if they wanted to, they would have.
Well, didn't you say that you think that the aliens are in the ocean? Was that you?
Yes. I think because I think there's aliens in space, but I also think we haven't discovered 90-something% of the ocean. Mm-hmm. We don't know what's out there. So it's like anything below us could be aliens. Everything is an alien to us because we don't know what it is. So like, everything that's going on with that submarine, like we don't know what happened. There's movies that depicts what could happen.
Oh, it exploded. Like it imploded.
Did they say? Did it come out?
Yeah, they like found pieces. Wait, to cut this out because
cut.
I don't need to like laugh.
No, cut it.
I'm sorry. Okay, it's hard not to laugh. We can cut this out. You mean to tell me that millionaires paid $250,000 to hop on a submarine with one window? Their only view outside was through a computer screen, and it was controlled by a $20 PlayStation controller. Mm-hmm. And they paid that much money, and then they thought to themselves, "We're gonna live."
Well, that's the whole thing. Is like the jokes that I see on Twitter about it aside, like, because I'm like, okay, that's crazy, like whatever. But it's like, yeah, you had all this money to pay for it, like you couldn't make it properly, like how we have normal submarines and like the Navy, right? Navy's water.
Yeah. Or the Marines.
The
Navy.
Navy SEALs is the Navy.
Yay, it's gotta be the water. Yeah. I was like, you do a lot of your daily screams, and a lot of time they have to do with like dating and like WeHo. We frequent the WeHo a lot.
Did you have your phone stolen?
No, because I watched your video. And I was like, and so I keep my bag right here. But even then, like people
When did you get it stolen? What bar? And how did you feel after?
Okay, so when you say when, which time? And when you say bar, which bar?
You got stolen multiple times?
Yeah. Like More than 3.
Do you keep it in your front pocket?
Wait,
No, the first time I had anything stolen, it was my wallet.
Okay.
And that's when I had to get take TSA at the airport. They put me in a room and asked for my social security number and my name, and then they came back in with a list of questions, and they were like, if you get any of these wrong, we can't let you on your flight. And it was like, where did you go to middle school? Where did you go to? I was like, you know all of this about me?
Yeah, how are they gonna fact check this?
I at one point they called my mom too to make sure my mom.
You're like, it's my mom though. Can't she confirm that it's me?
It was so much, but that happened. And then the next time my friend got her phone stolen, and while I was looking for her phone, my phone got stolen. I actually was calling her phone, and then I was I put it in my pocket. I put it in my pocket, and then I was like, damn, I can't find your phone. And then she was like, try calling it again. I literally just put it in my pocket. I go back, I was like,
you gotta
there's
be
no
kidding.
way. And then most recently was a few weeks ago, at Barney's, and I had my wallet stolen. Barney's Beanery.
Oh, nowhere safe.
And I sang karaoke too.
I literally while you were singing.
I literally was singing, and I got off the stage and I said, come on. I was like, really, guys? After my karaoke sesh.
It's such a horrible thing to say, but that is such a skill to have to steal phones so seamlessly.
I know.
I don't, not that I want to have the skill of being a thief, but that sleight of hand to just be able to grab something and walk away.
I watched a video recently where apparently you'll be like, hey, and then
it was me.
You said it.
I got my phone stolen at Stash. It was my first weekend in LA. I had known that was an issue because they went over the loudspeaker and were like, hey, keep your phone in your front pocket. I'm like, okay, yeah, of course. Who would put it in their back pocket? I've done that before.
Yeah.
And I was walking through a crowd and someone grabbed my arm so hard that I was I was like, ow. Mind you, I was like, wait, I don't know anybody here besides my roommate, so who's grabbing my arm? I turned and looked at her and she was confused, and I hit my hand down here, it was gone.
Yep.
In a second, because I think in that moment I thought.
In your front pocket?
My front pocket. So now I wear a
They
bag.
were distracting you.
Yeah, it's how magicians do it too.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Someone stole my AirPods too, and then they don't know that I track that stuff, and they ended up in Hawaii.
Oh.
In 2 days. How?
They had a vacay coming up.
Yeah,
I literally was like, what the actual hell?
Now this seems like something you would cover on your daily scream, which I personally is how I found you. What is something right now that you feel you just want to scream about? You don't have to yell, but what is something that has pissed you off so bad, as of lately?
As of recently, probably just guys. They just.
Do you use dating apps? Because I feel when you're you have a big following, there's the disappointed nod is I've done it. Because when you have a big following, I feel I've learned from a lot of my friends, they're it's hard to use dating apps. Has that been your experience?
Yeah. Yeah.
Which ones do you use?
Hinge and Tinder, but it's in LA, every dating app is Grindr.
They're all the same.
Yeah. In New Jersey though, Hinge was safe. Tinder was kind of safe, but here it's no.
Yeah.
Just for funsies, just something.
Yeah, everyone's
it's like a fidget toy.
Here for a short time, not a long time, or here for a fun time, not a long time.
It's definitely the place because I'm from Long Island, and all of my friends who have used Hinge or Tinder are married, or getting married. I'm
my cousins, literally, my one cousin, Tinder. My other cousin, Tinder. My other
they
cousin,
met their significant others?
Yes. Married, kids. I'm here and I'm like, okay, my turn.
You should plan a vacation somewhere like Nebraska. That's where I'm from. And well, actually, no, I don't know how many. I don't know if you're trying to find people from Nebraska.
I'll just stick to.
Maybe do like a what? What's a place that would have nice gentlemen?
Oh, I have multiple times changed my location to the UK, Italy, Rome.
Oh, that's far.
Yeah.
I was thinking
you're thinking a restaurant or something, you can go sit at the bar and get
somewhere...
people to come up to you type deal.
No, I was thinking just a state out of the U.S. But then I'm kind of stumped on trying to find good men anyway. I feel so.
Yeah.
I think it's hard obviously for us being in the LGBTQ community to date in a place that's super hypersexual. But I was talking to I think you and my roommate about it's so hard for women. Straight girls to find one girlfriends and then men who aren't pieces of shit.
Well, they have Bumble. Don't they have Bumble Bestie, Bumble Friend, or something like that? Yeah. You ever seen that?
Oh, I've seen it.
I've seen it. I will never use it. I'm not using a dating app to find friends.
Oh.
Oh, do you?
No, I didn't. No, because I had you.
I was like, ooh.
No, but I've seen it.
Friendship over.
On TikTok, people are just found my Bumble friend going on a Bumble Bestie date or whatever.
I've never done that. No.
Really?
No.
Craigslist.
What?
Okay, so you want to get murdered. You were like, hold on. Are we good? Like,
Yeah.
No, shut off the cameras.
yeah, you're like, hold on.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to need a second.
Yeah. Well, to get off the topic of dating, because obviously
It's rough.
it is rough. It's bad.
It's just confusing. Like, I don't, like, tell me what you want. That's,
Yeah.
like, what I have to say. Like, tell me what you want. Because, like, if you want to be, like, a friends with benefits, let's ball.
Let me
Like, I
know.
don't care.
Yeah.
Like, just let me know.
Yeah.
Let me know.
Yeah.
Well,
Like-
it's kind of like me and my boyfriend Justin, where I was like, stop beating around the fucking bush. I was like, this is what I want. If you do not want that, I need to know. Because if you say no right now, then it's done. Like, that's it.
Was literally talking to this guy. Real quick, I'll make this. Told me that he was looking for like a relationship, and I was like, hey, I don't really know what I'm looking for right now, and I don't want to like lead you on or anything, yada yada yada. But like, I'd
Good
be
person.
down to like meet and hang out or whatever. And like, we ended up hanging out at this club, had a great time. Lo and behold, messages me 2 days later, sending me a paragraph. He's like, sorry if I gave you mixed signals, but I don't really want a relationship right now. You told me you wanted a relationship, you sicko. Like, I'm the one who told you I didn't want one. And now all of a sudden it's like, oh, sorry. Like, by the way, I hope I didn't give you the wrong signal. The wrong signal, you were the wrong signal. Like,
Yeah.
you verbatim said you wanted a relationship. What do you mean? I gave you the wrong signal. That was the signal.
Gaslighting, lying, being a terrible person. Like, I have a question. Were you, because there's multiple types of kids when they were younger, were you a Nickelodeon kid or were you a Disney kid?
I was a Disney girl at heart, but whenever they had, what was it? It was like Disney Day of Play. That was Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon's
When they did it for
Worldwide
an
Day.
hour where they'd shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like I would go back and forth from like Nickelodeon to Disney, but when Nickelodeon did their like Day of Play, I was on Disney. I'm
Yeah.
like, sorry, girl. Like,
I'm not
that's
running
where I'm at
outside.
now.
Michelle Obama, she's like, get outside and play. I'm like, are you? Because I'm not.
Go outside and play. Mind your business, first of all.
The background was like orange and it was like a silhouette,
Of
wasn't
someone
it?
running, yeah. No, I could not, never. I was
Traumatized.
a Disney kid, though. I love Disney.
Yeah. When you think of nostalgia, like what's a television show you think of, or even a movie?
Okay, so this wasn't on Disney, but Charmed.
Oh my God, yeah. I would watch Charmed all the time.
I'm rewatching it now. I'm on season 2.
What is it about?
It's about the girl. It's about these 3 sisters. We have Prue,
Okay,
Piper, and
okay.
Phoebe.
Yeah.
Phoebe comes home from like being in New York City. She comes back. Their grandma just died.
Spoiler.
Yeah. Well, like that's like the first episode. That so they come home. It's like, oh, get together, yee hee.
Yeah.
And then they're like, ooh, let's play with this like spirit Ouija board for fun. And then it spells out attic. So they're like, ooh, what's this?
go to the attic.
And then they all try to get into the attic, but it's locked. And they're like, we can't get in. And then all of a sudden, Phoebe, late at night, walks into the attic because it just mysteriously opens, and she sees a book of shadows. And the book of shadows is open to this page, and she's like reading the page, and then
Yeah.
they all get powers. Piper can freeze time, Prue can move stuff with her mind, Phoebe has premonitions, and then they have to fight demons.
Ooh. So are they like witches?
Yeah.
So are you.
I am.
Really?
No.
Oh.
Okay, this is what happened. I told him that I made. Did you ever make? I feel like you did. Did you ever make potions growing up with
Yeah.
dirt?
My mom
Yes!
used to get so mad at me because I'd use all the like spices in the cabinet. She'd be like, Spencer, what
And
the
like
hell are you doing?
leaves and like the one that would like come out. And
Did you guys do like a strand of hair too?
Yes,
No,
I did. I
never.
did. Yeah. But you would
Witch.
pull it.
I mean, like, I'm not a witch, but every single guy who's ever broken my heart, someone in their family dies.
I think you're a witch. They're
I have something
tethered.
similar. Mine's not as crazy, but I have something similar.
What is it?
You have to tell it now. You have-
It's just something bad usually happens.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. I
And
was
they
like,
always come back. And it's almost like they're trying to come back because when I left their life,
Something
it went
happened.
downhill. So it might be a psychological thing too, but maybe not.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, they don't really ever come back for me.
I was
make
riding
sure of
bikes
it.
while you
I'll
guys were
help you,
doing
I'll help
that.
No, you don't have to.
We don't want
Like,
them
we
to
don't
go.
want it back. Like, that's the ish. Like, stay.
I feel like you guys are gonna like cast a spell later. You'd be like, oh, it was so nice meeting you.
No, literally, me sitting in my room with candles in front of me, chanting, eyes rolling back, floating to the
Do you
ceiling.
use the, what's it called?
Incense?
Sage?
Palo Santo.
Oh, I have that, yeah.
It smells delicious.
It smells so good. And the new Billie Eilish, well, it's not really new, but the de Parfum. I don't speak French, sorry. But it smells like Palo Santo.
Oh, really?
It smells so good. Oh! Yeah.
The Fenty one, the Fenty perfume came out and I put it on myself. Have you guys ever smelled that one? No. I put it on myself, it smelled nasty. And I was like, because I think with my chemistry, I must not. With Rihanna's, apparently it's delicious.
You know
But with
whose
mine-
perfume I use? You're gonna think it's weird. Well, first I thought it was toilet
One
spray.
Direction.
No.
Oh.
I thought it was toilet spray because it said it was
Toilette.
Yes. I was like, oh, I guess I spray this
Right.
In the
before I go to the
toilet,
bathroom.
yeah.
Yeah. And then I Googled it and I was
Googling.
like looking around. I was like, oh, what is this? It was Charlie D'Amelio's new spray. And I was like, okay. And I use it every day now.
Really?
It smells so
you
good.
smell very good.
Oh, thank you.
I use 3.
3 at a
At
time.
once?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or like 3 you pick and choose like throughout a week.
No, like I have
Layer.
Versace.
Is it the
Yeah.
blue bottle?
Yep.
Oh, I have that one too. So good.
Versace, and then my mom, she had this like perfume when I was growing up, and I just like always loved it. It's called like Angel Dust.
Yeah.
Mm.
So then I spray that like all over here, and then I have the I think it's Victoria's Secret. They
Bombshell?
I think it's something bomb.
Bombshell. There's like a seduction one, I think.
I-
Something like that. Is it red?
No.
Purple?
No.
Pink?
No. It actually came in like a clear yellow bottle.
Oh.
So like I just like spray that sometimes by my legs.
Ooh, it's all different smells.
By your feet?
I actually do my ankles, yeah.
That is smart, honestly. Like, I feel like my feet don't smell, and I have no problem to people's feet who do smell. I think it's like a genetic thing,
Yeah.
or you don't wash your feet, whatever. But I feel like that's smart to like spray it down there just to be safe
Oh, always.
for sweaty feet.
I don't have sweaty feet either. It's just like I want like the
Febreze
smell
that
to be like all like around.
Yeah.
Oh, girls put it in their hair all the time, and so when they move.
That is so clever.
Mm.
I would do that, but like I don't have much movement with
Yeah,
mine.
it's-
I want to get a mullet,
Oh.
really bad. Yeah.
Like a mullet, or like a nice like.
like a
classy
nice like
mullet.
shaded, faded mullet.
I could see it.
I want to get it after VidCon though.
Did you shave your head at one point? You
Um,
did, right? I was like, oh, let's talk about hair really quick. I'm like, did you shave your
I did shave my head.
It
This
looked,
was, like, COVID.
I remember you saying like I think you didn't like it, but I was like, it looks good. Like there's only a few people who can rock the shaved head. My head would not conform to that. Like it just wouldn't look right.
I don't know what photos you saw of me with a shaved head, but obviously they were photoshopped because my head shape is like long, and I actually looked like an egg. I don't know what actually I do know what it was.
Okay.
I had like dyed my hair in high school and my hair was just like damaged. I also didn't know how to take care of my hair. So I was like, it's COVID. I'm not really having a mental breakdown, but like let me just shave it all off. So by the time it's like out of quarantine, my hair is
Yeah.
curly and nice again, and that's what I did. So I just grew it out.
I think a lot of people are doing that. They're like experimenting with different things. So they're like, oh, I'm never gonna see anybody for like 2 weeks, which is what they said it was. But then they're like, okay, I'm gonna do all this drastic stuff.
Yeah, now I take a drug so I don't lose my hair.
Is it because when you dyed it too much? Was that why?
No, just because a lot of the guys in my family have gotten bald by like my age, and like
You get Botox there too. I think I saw someone getting it. Like it helps the follicles.
I just take
There's
a pill. It's called finasteride.
Sounds less painful.
No, yeah, I just take one a day every morning, and it prevents hair loss.
That's nice.
I don't know how long it's gonna last for, but
We'll see.
hopefully I'll just be bald at 50. If anyone here is bald, oh no, everyone here has a nice full head of hair. I was gonna be like,
Congratulations, everybody.
I mean, I love bald
I
heads.
love people with bald.
Was there anything during quarantine, like a trend that you like loved? I know I loved baking banana bread.
Actually, yeah, I did have a favorite trend, and it was mine.
Okay.
The walk challenge with Saucy Santana. I had an airline use it from the UK, and I was like, yes, work. And then everyone was like, no, this is like the UK Spirit Airlines. So like, you might not want to like promote.
And that was the song. I was like, let me see you walk.
Walk. Because I was like, put your camera on 3x speed and yada, 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 yada. And everyone was doing it. And I was like, damn, this eats.
Oh yes, and you had like different captions with it like every time or something. It was like when you're walking through the aisles of the plane or something, but that probably wasn't yours.
That wasn't mine, but
But-
I was like, I made a video, and I was like, if you're ever feeling like down, just put your camera on like 0.3x speed and just walk. And then like watch yourself walk in slow-mo and tell me you don't feel like a bad bitch.
Yes.
I know I would do that, and you know, like the bold glamour filter that people are doing, and then they change it to the other thing. That would be me doing the slow walk. I'm like, this is what I think I would look like.
Here's the thing. I cannot tell you how many times I've redone this slow walk until I was like, that's the one. You gotta
You can
keep
just
redoing
feel
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can feel
And
when
then when
it's
you
not right.
yeah, and then when you look at it, if you're like, it looks off, do it
Redo
again.
it.
I would do it like 100 times. And I would, by the 100th time, I was like, that's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was like things I used to do back when like I first started TikTok that I will never do again. Nobody will ever see those will not see the light of day. Do you have a video like that you know it's on your feed somewhere and you're like, I pray that no one will ever see this video?
So it's funny you say that because no matter how hard I try, there is nothing I can do that will not allow someone else to find one of those videos, because I cannot tell you how many times people have literally just tagged me. There was an entire account dedicated to posting like my old TikTok videos.
Oh my God.
And like at this point, I'm sure I could like private every single video I have, but someone has it saved. Someone has it saved. Like there are so many videos.
There's edits of it, like you spinning in CapCut. Like
Spinning, girl.
Well, good for you, girl. Oh my God. Also,
Listen, that was a moment though.
there was this one video, and it was like, at the time, this was when I first got on TikTok, and it was like, we're the girls, we're the girls, we're the girls. And like, you would just like walk in a circle and just like say random stuff. And I would be like, I did it at Starbucks in a closet for who knows what reason. But yeah.
Did you used to work at Starbucks?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, I worked at a coffee company that rhymes with our bucks.
Yeah.
Allegedly, I think I saw a video a long time ago. It might have been my introduction to a certain someone who might be sitting with us.
Yeah.
And it was in your car, probably where the Daily Screams originated, over customers. I'm pretty sure that was like, now it's coming back to me that those are my introduction to you.
Yeah.
Is that where it started?
Yeah, that's exactly where it started, because at the time, again, this is like COVID's going on. We were like, the people who were working at, you know what, screw 'em, Starbucks. The people who were working there, we volunteered. We did not have, we could get a paid leave. Because like COVID was, and like, it was like, we could get it if we're like handing it to customers and they're lying and they have COVID. Like we were getting tested regularly, yada, yada. And people were still so rude, and we couldn't have people come in the cafe. That was the problem. Like we can only have you coming through the drive-through. And we were dual store. And people would be like, why can't we come inside, yada yada, and we're like, maybe because if someone has COVID or you find out you have COVID, then you're now like, we have to shut down the store. We'll get sick. And I remember this one day we had gotten robbed. Like someone literally, not money, someone came in because my shift forgot to lock the door. They came in and I was like, please leave. And they stole our gloves and our masks, ran out. And then I started, oh my God, I remember this day. This woman got so mad at me because I was on the radio thing, and she asked me if she could have, I think it was like an iced latte with a regular milk. Okay. At Starbucks, regular milk,
Whole milk.
2%.
Oh, 2%. Okay.
It's 2%. That's like standard. Every drink gets 2% milk unless you specify you want something else.
Yeah.
So when I repeat back the order, I have to list off all the ingredients. So I'm like, okay, an iced latte with 2%. And she said, I didn't say 2%, I said regular. And I said, okay, so what's regular for you? She said, regular milk. And I said, well, we have like 10 different milks here. Which one do you want? And she was like, the regular one. And I said, I literally was like, okay. So I gave her one with whole milk.
Okay.
I was right. She wanted whole milk. I just like assumed.
Yeah.
She literally banging on the door to let her in. Again, cafe is closed. I opened the door and she's like, I know you gave me 2% milk. This is 2%. It tastes just like 2% milk. And I was like, girl, it is whole milk. And then it started raining. And then I had to go home. And of course, where I parked, it was the only damn spot in the parking lot where there was a massive puddle. It wasn't even a puddle. It was a pond. It was a lake. It was literally the Pacific Ocean at my feet. And I had to step into the puddle to get into my car. And I was like, no, I've had it.
Just to top off the day.
Yeah, it was horrendous.
Top it off with some whole milk.
I think about that woman regularly. And
Can you see her face? Like
I see her face in my mind. And I am telling you right now, I hope she is not doing well.
Oh, God. Oh, man.
This is all alleged, though.
This is
Yeah,
alleged.
like this was a story we heard.
This was
on
a story
Twitter.
I heard from like a friend of a friend
Through
of
the
a friend.
grapevine.
Yeah, if you want the source, we'll give it to you another time. But let's dive into some rapid fire questions for you.
Okay.
We're gonna do some quick, just give us a quick answer, no thinking unless you really have to. As you know, Taylor Swift had someone go to her concert wearing a diaper because they didn't want to miss any of the concert.
Yeah.
Whose concert would you go to wearing a diaper because you didn't want to miss any of it?
SZA, Harry Styles, Taylor Swift, Phoebe Bridgers, Boy Genius, the 1975. Yeah.
It's a lot of diapers.
Yeah. Or oh my gosh, wait, no. Del Water Gap. I love him.
Like the place.
Delaware?
Delaware Water
Del
Gap.
Water Gap. He is an artist, and he is from. You know Del Water Gap?
Oh.
I have a crush on him.
What kind of music is it?
Really good. I'll show you after.
Okay.
He's so good, and I'm in love with him actually, and I have DM'd him, and he does follow me on Instagram, and I'm in love with him. Like, hey.
Wait, he basically
He's a
just asked
straight
you to
man, though,
marry
so
him.
it's okay.
Right. Who is your queen of rap?
Nicki Minaj, like, please.
Thank you. Okay. I was like, I hope it's an easy one. I wasn't hoping for something else. Would you consider yourself a Disney adult?
At first, no, but then I went to Disneyland and I was like, hell
Magical.
yeah. Yeah, it's like, I understand why. I mean, like, I don't consider myself one, but I understand why there are Disney adults, if that makes sense.
Okay,
like, I
that
don't,
makes
like,
sense.
I don't hate on them. I'm not one, but I'm like, I support you.
I'm a hater. I do. I do hate.
Oh, I'm kind of jealous of them.
One day we'll become
They're so
one.
free.
Like, I mean, like, you wouldn't catch me, like, walking around in, like, a mini costume at...
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
That's
But, like, I'm like, yes, you.
Yeah.
Love it.
Love it on you, not me.
Well, we are at time, but I do want to give you the floor for if you have anything else you want to say, whether it's a hot take, opinion, or just something you want to get off your chest.
If you don't already, you can follow me at Spencewuah on all social media platforms. I also have a podcast. It's called I'm Literally Screaming. It comes out every Thursday on all audio streaming platforms. Love you all so much. Thanks for joining us, and mwah.
And
I
scene.
ate that up.
That
huh?
was so good.
I ate that up.
No breath, no nothing.
Wow.